Bravo 6. Going dark.
This is the channel of Noodleten. We dropping bombs, yeah, we nuking them. Feel like a tank, how we shooting them. Sound like a movie, no cinema. This rated R, ain't no Disney Plus. Subscribe to the channel, let's run it up. Now that you here, boy, you one of us. It's a Pokemon race, how we run them up. Get a dot to your top like the letter I. That bitch be lowercase, all of my soldiers straight. If I tell them to shoot, then they gon' shoot, and they ain't even asking which soul to take. You see Noodle and crew, then you better move, cause your team, they're about to dissipate. Get round to your top, and to your bottom, your body resemble a number 8. Noodle, pass me the gun, I'ma shoot him too. Put rounds in his chest like a hula hoop. If Doodle gon' vote, then I'm voting too. We don't keep no imposters among us, dude. I'm loyal to my dog like he Marmaduke, and I'm taking a shot like Ciroc for you. Said I'm loyal to my dog like he Marmaduke, and I'm taking a shot like Ciroc for you. This is the channel of Noodleten. We dropping bombs, yeah, we nuking them. Feel like a tank, how we shooting them. Sound like a movie, no cinema. This rated R, ain't no Disney Plus. Subscribe to the channel, let's run it up. Now that you here, boy, you one of us. It's a Pokemon race, how we run them up. This is the channel of Noodleten. We dropping bombs, yeah, we nuking them. Feel like a tank, how we shooting them. Sound like a movie, no cinema. This rated R, ain't no Disney Plus. Subscribe to the channel, let's run it up. Now that you here, boy, you one of us. It's a Pokemon race, how we run them up.
Hey everyone, welcome in to week 4 of Lotus EU. I'm joined today by Tubbins, so welcome Tubbins.
Yeah, glad to be here. We should have a good match for you guys today. Yeah, I66 again. We showed you guys last week. They look pretty good, so we'll see what they have today. And against I think
CESTA.
I've heard, yeah, CESTA. Now I'm pretty sure that this is a Czech clan, if I had to guess, judging by the one guy's name. I don't recognize any of these names unless somebody's changed them. I know they used to have Watson, and I think there was a guy Martin that used to play on the Czech team. They're really good players. Watson was a really good player, actually.
Yeah.
But I don't see them on this, but we will see. Hoping to get a close match today. The last couple one have been blowouts.
Yeah. We got another game tonight on NA side at 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure y'all tune in for that. That's going to be between Decoy and Sham, or Sham, or I don't remember their name. But either way, that'll be tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern on NA side.
Yeah, one should be good. Sham's got some pretty good players on it. We'll see. I know some of those Sham guys have beat Gambit in the past, a few years ago. See if history repeats itself. But
Yeah, we haven't been able to see Gambit play for quite some time, so it'll be interesting to see if he's still playing the exact same or if anything's changed. I think it's been it's been a while for me.
I hate to say it. I feel like everybody's playing the exact same, and you know.
Yeah, but this tournament's a little different, right? You know, you don't have Chieftain, you don't have CS, don't have Murat. You know, some of the.
I mean, you got the new tank. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, what I mean by different is not necessarily tank lineups. Like, you know, like you're seeing an Italian tank, and you know, you're seeing mediums take the place of the CS, right? Which is, you know, and then obviously there's BZ and maybe IS7. Some people play Supercocks to take the place of Chieftains, but.
Yeah,
It's the same. I didn't mean like tanks. I meant like meta.
I got you.
Like
Yeah.
spots, but
Like currently, I mean, we're 4 weeks deep in this tournament, and still, I66I is the only team I've seen really crank out the BZ75.
you gotta have it to crank it out, though.
Real quick before I forget, we didn't go over the bands. I don't believe. Siesta banned Ghost Town and I66I banned Steps. And this week they have Steps, Ghost Town, Sand River Mines, Arctic. So we'll be playing Sand River Mines, Arctic. And then there's a quick look at the rolls, everybody. I mean, we go over this every week, but you can take a quick glance at it there while these guys get ready to rock and roll. I've become a pretty big fan of the tournament rolls for this you know, this setup. It really kind of plays the same, honestly. I don't know that it's made that much of a difference getting rid of the Chieftain or the CS. Maybe the Murat a little bit, and I guess kind of the CS, but it's not really been that big of a difference.
I mean, you don't. This is a little less early bleed, maybe.
Yeah.
No, it makes it. I mean, for me, you know, like you're not going to rush in with leopards, right? CSs you kind of can. Murat you kind of can because you got a clip, you got good gun depression. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I don't know. I mean, for me, I feel like the game, like, you need to just like take the caps and move them. Like, you know, you need to make people, I think, reevaluate strategies or stuff. But that's just my 2 cents on that. But either way, on the side of CESTA, we got 2 Super Conks, 2 E5s, IS7, M60, and a grill. And then on the side of I66, 2 BZs, IS7, Batch Hat Leopard, 2 the Italian Centauros, 45T. What does that 45T stand for? Tons? 45 tons? Is that what that means?
I think so, yeah. I haven't played the game in a while, so I don't have the BZ75, but it really is a good-looking tank. It's a good-looking tank. All right, and they're off here. Looks like I66I is going to kind of set up pretty standard here with a little bit of a B play early. Siesta. I mean, I guess everybody's kind of playing standard these days.
BZs look slow.
I mean, they are, right, until they hit their rockets. They're doing something different.
I mean, anytime you get a heavy tank that I feel like just hits for 700, like, you've even seen with the 60 TP, like, you can have big games, you know? The other thing about comp that it's really nice to have a big gun like that is I'm sure the HE tickles you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not real sure about the BZ setup for 6.6 over here.
I mean, you ain't got to rush anything, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if they sit here for 3 minutes and hit one shot, they don't bleed, it's kind of somewhat worth it in a way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how fast you go with the rockets that you would be able to just cross that gap without eating it.
Right.
Oh, you know? So I don't know if that's a 1 or a 2 shot for them. So that kind of makes a difference. But like if they went across that gap and just ate 1 shot from, you know, each to get to that hill right now, it would be a terrific play. You know?
No,
But
I
the
mean,
other thing is that they're keeping them spotted in the bowl, right? So ideally, when most people get spotted like these guys are, they're going to kind of creep away, right? And as soon as they creep away is when they're going to be able to move their tanks. Or you can just move to the other side of the map and disregard everything I'm saying. But I still think that would be their play to get up there to A7. But they are playing pretty aggressive. They left the whole south open. That's not a good play. I missed this too. I'm a little rusty today. I'm a little tired too.
Yeah, I missed it. I was trying to make a post in Discord.
I completely missed it. I didn't even realize they must have not really. They must have just put somebody there and then ran away or not. But they don't have a light tank to cap this base. Batchan obviously could. I think they're going to try to stick 45 on here.
I mean, it's just not ideal, you know.
If an M60 is backed up that far, I think he can do it. He can go right up to that rock. You know.
I mean, he's gonna try.
I mean, they really could have just went to, like, if they would have went to A7, they would have, that Super Conk would have never got into cover in time. You know, it's just way too slow. But yeah, he's able to get on the cap. This M60 is, if they're ready for him, he's just gonna die. The other 45's got to come up.
I like this play he's making, though.
It's not the play. He's gonna get shot in the face.
Yeah, he's gonna get shot in the face by the BZ, but
yeah, you can't do that unless you have that cleared. Like, he needs to put a guy down the line.
Oh, he's just kind of going up there, huh?
Yeah, it's not the play. Oh, they got him spotted though.
Yeah, I mean
Honestly,
that's
actually kind of was the play because he went before the 45 can shoot him.
well, that's why I said at the beginning I like what he's doing. Right, it worked out better for him than it could have. You know, the BZ just didn't get any shots in him, but he did get the light.
They got the IS7 here. CESTA's actually pulling this back a little bit. I actually like what they're doing. I like that they moved the guy down there along the G line, cover this M60. They're keeping their health. The Super Conqueror's only taking one shot. This IS7's got a Leopard watching him, so they've committed 1, 2. So they got 3 over there, 3 in the top. What, you got 4 on the bottom? Yeah. Okay. Pretty standard by I66 on how you play this. The only thing I would, I mean, the only thing that they kind of was a little, the BZ needed to be there before they really went on the cap. But
see, this M60 is going to have a hard time getting this guy lit now. I mean, he's basically just going to have to wait, let the clock run down, and then just commit to eating, you know, the BZ.
Yeah. The problem for CESTA is now the IS7 is not safe from the IS7 on I66.
Yeah, he's just getting shot from the middle. Oh, that was a good.
Oh!
Ah! He didn't get him lit, but he got him off the cap. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, luckily CESTA was able to get a good tag from the grill and the BZ of Titan.
Yeah, but a tag for a tank.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate to say it. I know the M60's got a good gun. I've played the tank. I've had a tank for obviously God knows how long. I just don't think it's good in comp. I just you know, it just doesn't have trolley armor to me. You know, like you can't get the gun singing the way you want in most scenarios because you don't have that. Yeah, he's just, you know, going across the gap, eating it.
He did eat it. I'd like to see these super conks try to blind fire that cap a little more often. I mean, I guess they're under pressure.
The IS-7's being shot by the IS-7, so then you're going to put another tank.
Oh, this guy just solo goes over the hill here, eats everything. Now the other super conk's going to come in after, get one pin in, and goes down as well. That was not coordinated very well. The E5s did make the cross healthy, though, and they should be able to get Titan out here. This one E5's a little high. He's gonna get safe. Okay.
I mean, they're just trapped.
Yeah, they really are, right in this little ravine, the whole team. Wow, what's left of them anyway.
I don't really think CS's positioning was bad. I actually think they lost the match with the tank lineup. They had no option. They had no option to push the top side.
See if this Bad Shack can get the grill out here before he gets reloaded. He's trying. Grill's playing really well behind his IS-7. He did not get reloaded. At the same time, I66 has moved in the middle here and are attacking the E5s.
Bad Chat's still got a couple rounds, too.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to give it to I66 on the first round of Steps, or Sand River here, I'm sorry.
Yeah, very well played. Very well played. IS-7 was able to farm. I mean, you could say 38. 38's a lot of damage for an IS-7, in my opinion. Bad Chat, a couple kills. BZ down there. And the Leopard, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even see him kill 2 tanks or do that damage, but that's pretty good coverage. You know, when they must have went over the hill with that Super Conqueror, he must have just farmed that guy. But, you know, I-66 had everybody pulling on the rope. Unfortunately, I just think CESTA just didn't, the M60 not able, you kind of need to have an option to, when you're playing defense, to, like, at least if the other team leaves the side open that you can take map. Right? If your only option is a grill and an M60 to take that map, if the other team can just hold the side with a Leopard, you're going to be in bad shape anyway you cut it, you know? Like, they needed to find a way to counter that IS-7 and start to take that other side away. They were going to have a chance to win that, and they just didn't have the tanks to do it. But besides that, I mean, for how they played with what they had. I actually thought it was pretty good. The M60 made a better play than I thought. I thought he was making a mistake. I was completely wrong. I like to move the IS7 down the line, but not being able to stop just an IS7 from farming you and being able to stop cap pressure is just, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, it was unfortunate when he went up to go get that second spot. He wasn't able to even get him lit. Knew he was probably gonna die, but didn't even get the spot on the guy to get damage off. Just kind of is what it is. Yeah, ultimately, I agree. I think the M60 was probably the one that put the nail in the coffin for him. They just didn't have anything to really reach out and spot that cap, which is crazy because I66 really didn't have anything to cap that cap. So just unfortunate.
I mean, you got it. Yeah, you could always get the rock. It depends, you know. I mean, their plan might have not been to go to that cap. Right?
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Realized, hey, like they can't, like the other team can't flank. Like if you can't flank, you can't. It's so hard to create angles, right? So if the other team puts on cap pressure, you're all coming down the same angle.
Well, and we've also said it a bazillion times too, right? Like to push into like double or triple chieftain, right? It's a nightmare, right? But these were super conks. It's kind of still the same concept. Super conk will pump some damage, man. I don't know if that's ultimately why they decided to give up on that north push, on the B cap push. But they definitely would have ate some, some shots because the super conks were basically out of that whole game. I mean, I think each of them had a pin. So by moving down to the A cap, they
surrounded.
Yeah, like
I really think the idea was that they figured that if they spotted the super conks or hit them a couple times that they would back up, right? And they just didn't move, But I think either way, if they would have backed up, it would have been just as bad, Because they wouldn't have had anything to go to the other side, you know what I mean? Like ideally on Sand River, if the team is going to play the bottom, you want to be able to take the left top, get to the dunes, and vice versa, right? If the team plays B, you want to be, on the top, shooting from both angles. You want to be able to get to the middle F5. You want to be able to get to the back, D line over there, make them have to hold you.
Yeah.
But I66, same kind of lineup. They're bringing 3 mediums here. See, this is kind of the thing. Like with those 3 mediums, you have the flexibility of linking them up and then being able to push somewhere if you have to. You can even shove an IS7 in front of it. Maybe this BZ with its rocket fuel, jet boost, whatever that is. I had to see the stats on the tank. I don't. Unfortunately, I should know this stuff. It's just me being lazy, right? That's on me, 100%. But I really should if I'm going to commentate and know this stuff, but I don't.
I mean, honestly, it's a pretty balanced tank. It's pretty rare for this game to put a tank in the game that's like not overly good. It's just not.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but it's also, I think, when tanks first come out, you got to give it like a month grace period, see what people put on it, see how it matches up against the other tanks, see how it's played. I always felt like tanks usually get worse, right? People start to figure out the weak points. People start to figure out, how to counter them. So, if that makes sense, right?
No, 100%. I'm just saying from a stat perspective, it's not like super great at anything. It's just okay. It's just a good tank.
Super great at hitting you. I mean, that's like a heavy tank that hits like a tank destroyer. Like we make a joke like the E4 is the best heavy tank in the game, right? But like, I don't know exactly what the armor and stuff is, but if you have a tank that, like I said, the 60 TP, the gun knife might be great and the reload's long, but like if you have a tank that people don't just like, the weakness is to rush it, like an E100 or something, like if you leave a tank that does 700 damage around that's a heavy tank, it's going to hurt after a while.
Yeah, I mean,
700 damage is a lot in comp.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second time we've seen them, run the BZ, and they've never really, done bad with it.
I guess people are assuming that this is better than the VZ, huh? The BZ is better than the VZ?
I mean,
is that the consensus here, or are we just?
I don't know.
Because it's newer.
VZ did get a nerf, right? I don't know if you knew that, but
yeah, you told me last time it got a nerf, which I whatever, I didn't think the tank was as crazy. I think the tank got, for me, the VZ got I felt like it was a little bit weaker against better players, you know, but you know,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you're driving out sideways and feeding VZs thousand
yeah,
damage in
right.
club matches, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's what made that thing good. And it's probably the same with the BZ, right? You got big hit, but that's what made the VZ good. You know, you got boom, boom, bam, 1,000 gone, you know?
Yeah, it's a cool concept, the two-shot autoloader with a little bit of speed, you know. I didn't think the VZ did anything particularly well either, right?
Right.
I didn't think the DPM was crazy, right? I didn't think the arm was crazy. I didn't think the speed was crazy. I thought it was a pretty good. I just thought it was a fun tank, but I
For
didn't
sure.
think it was crazy. But I seem to be worse than everybody because I couldn't even two-mark the thing. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got it 2 marked. I never did get it 3 marked. I just was not that guy.
What a no.
Was not that guy.
Yeah.
I think at one point it was like 7,000 damage to do it. It was like, get out of here.
Nuts. But that's what it's like. I don't even know how that was even getting cranked out. But either way, on the side of I66, we got BZ again, E5, 2 I7s batch at Leopard 1, and Centauro. And on the side of CESTA, 2 Superconks, staying with the Superconks, IS7 batch at 2 Leopard 1s and a grill. Like at CESTA, a little bit more mobility. Superconks got spotted going in. That kind of stinks. I7 is spotted. They're having trouble getting into positions here.
In my opinion,
Things like that. Yeah.
I feel like 66 is probably not read this lineup very well. I don't know if it's just beneficial to even put a guy in the K0 hole when you don't have a tank that can really cap. I mean, I get it, but they got a lot of presence down here.
The thing is, like, you do. Like, the bat check can still slide on that, you know?
Hey, thanks for the sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome in.
Pulling up. But I66, you can kind of see that, like, even just spotting people off the rip and not getting spotted just kind of shows that, you know, they're a little bit more on the ball at the moment, you know?
Right.
Always moving up, you know, but hey, to, you know, these credits, Super Congress have not taken any damage. This I7 did exactly, I honestly wish some of my I7s would do this, so we got pretty good at it after a while, but, you know, wait, you know, you don't got to do anything crazy, so if this I7 gets there, you know, with 8 minutes left and takes noses and damage, you know,
he's lit now
good.
Early. He's got a good bounce.
He's getting in there, though. He's getting in there. Shoot him back. Shoot him back. Shoot him back.
Yeah, it's not good. He should have took a little more punish. He was able to get a pin there out of the Leopard. Leopard's in a good spot. He's going to be able to maybe...
Nah, he's not making that work. That's why I want the I7 to pop him. The I7's got in my opinion, better chance of pinning that Leopard. This Leopard's got a better chance of pinning him if the I7 plays it correctly. And let's use, like, sometimes you want an HG gun there.
This I7 in the middle's got to be careful, though. He monkeys around too far to the back left there, or, well, his back right. He's going to be in danger from the I7 down here from 66.
We also keep missing the south fight.
Yeah, they pulled up. The Centauro got these 2 guys lit, and they put in some damage here.
Yeah, they're half dead already. Man.
Yeah, they ate a whole clip from the Centauro. I think the Bat was able to get a few off.
Yeah. And so you usually kind of want to, when you move down that K line, we used to kind of send somebody in front, so if you got lit and people tried to shoot him, you know, we could shoot back. I don't know if they were next to each other or not. Where's this Leopard going?
Yeah, see, the size 7's getting in danger.
I feel like they're trying to force this now over here.
Yeah, they're really wanting to make that cap work, and I just don't see it. The size 7 in the middle from Siesta is in danger. I don't know.
Behind him, doesn't he?
Yeah, but like, okay, so he's back down. If he goes back up that hill, though, he's going to start eating some damage from 66 in the south.
Leopard's moving. 566.
Yeah.
Hiding took a little bit of damage. That's pretty good.
This Leopard's probably going to find out real soon that there's a grill in the base.
Oh.
They needed to get pressure on that I7, though, so I don't hate the play. He's just got to be very careful. When he peeks this grill's ready.
He was ready with a shot.
I said he was ready, but he didn't shoot. He's not ready. He's backed up behind the rock.
No,
Now he's
not
moving.
ready at all.
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, they're kind of bleeding from everywhere right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised about that. I'm kind of surprised it took that long for them to get him out. He was really exposed. Didn't really have anything from Siesta to keep that from happening either. And they have slowly started to give up on this ACAP here, even though the Super Conk is still up. They are getting them spotted from the base now.
They're gonna have to make a play that just flips this around. Otherwise, this is we're going on to the next map here. No, I don't really know if I'm being honest with you. I don't, because I66 kind of took that away. They just abandoned the top. They feel like they don't even need it anymore. And to be honest with you, they don't.
No.
You know, CS's got to find a way. I don't know where they go in here. You know, like that's not gonna work.
Oh, the leopard on the cap got spotted and took another. He's down to potentially a one shot.
He took two.
Oh, did he take two? Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're stacked up in the base here.
They're bringing the leopard back. I have a feeling they're gonna try to push this A line.
This Super Conk keeps peeking and getting shot.
Yeah, you know, you should not peek as much where a bat check and gun depression pin you.
Bat in the base got lit. They didn't see. I don't think he got shot. They're not going to push the A-line. They are rotating back off of it with the grill. These Super Conks are just bleeding for no reason.
Well, I mean, I66 did kind of what Siesta needed to do last round. You know, like I kind of said, you want to get to like D2, but you don't really have to either to get that guy out. Now, ideally, the I7 just goes to the other side of the hill and just stops being shot from there, right? But he couldn't in this scenario either. You know, you can't put tanks in the middle of the map and not have left or right. Like you need to have safety, right? Like he's got to have one side where he knows in his head, hey, this is my safe side, right? I'm safe here.
Right.
If you can't go left and you can't go right, you ain't gonna fly away.
I know. That's what I was saying. Like I knew he was gonna go. I don't really know what the idea is behind this play. It appears they're gonna try to get the grill on the cap.
I mean, it doesn't.
I think it's really all they have, though. Yeah. I don't know that he can get on the cap. I mean, maybe.
No, he can't. He might be able to get on the cap for a second, but the bat check just gotta drive, you know. The bat check can take shots. Like I66 hasn't taken any damage. They've lost, 40% of a tank and 10, 15 maybe. It's not a lot. Like 13,000 health. That's a lot. That's a lot of health, man.
The Super Conk in the middle from Siesta is just.
I mean, at this point, he might as well try.
Oh, the leopard
right?
got lit on the back and tagged by the I7 and the guy from the middle. Titan, it looked like.
I kind of feel like Siesta tried to, in a sense, copy
Oh, grill
what
got
I66
lit. Grill's eating it.
did.
Yeah, they kind of, yeah.
The other thing is, I will say this, if you're going to, this is just me, but like anytime I came up with a strat, right, I know what the counter to my own strat is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you kind of run something against a team, they usually gonna know how to counter. But I think, like I said before, maybe with the caps, at this point in this game,
Oh, wow.
for how long comp's been going on, I think most people have been around kind of just, know the blueprints of what works,
Oh, that's not the button I wanted to push. We'll get a POV from the last guy standing out of Siesta here, see if he can land another big shot. And I don't think he's going to be able to. He's eating it from the left and the right. Does he get over the hill? He does probably take a shot here. Yep, and he's out of there.
Hey, he almost got him. He's a half a second away.
I was hoping he would get it. All right, and 66 is going to take this map to 2-0. 2-0. What am I talking about over here?
2-0.
Yeah, I mean,
Good
it
game
looks
out
like,
of Leopard.
yeah, I was going to say, it looked like he had a
great
pretty
game.
good game. X Elements, and the Leopard won with 49-86. Pretty well double of anybody else on his team. Pretty good.
Yeah, unfortunately for us, yes, they just 5 people not breaking 1,000.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Grill
that's
shot
rough.
5, hit 1. Super Conk shot 6, hit 2. I7 shot 2, hit none. 6
none of
for
that
none.
matters because they're shooting at pixels to hold down tanks. You know,
Right? Yeah.
if
Hey,
you're not in a position to win, you're never gonna win. You know, most of them. Well, I wouldn't say never, but.
All right. Mad, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you. Psycho, thanks for the follow. And again, thanks for the sub. That means a lot. And Gone Ballistic VZ was crazy in pubs back in the day. It was. Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah, maybe for you.
I don't know
Where's
if
Ballistic been, man? He's
yeah.
probably on the farm.
Probably farming.
Must be rain. Was it raining today?
Is the BZ doing good in pubs? Like I know this sounds bad. I don't mean it bad, but I haven't played the game in a little while in pubs. So I haven't never seen
There
it
it is.
in the
There's
game.
a VZ for you.
Never seen it in the game. Oh look, yeah, look at that. Speak of the devil, a VZ.
No, I think this is Siesta's chance. Flip it on mines. You can flip. You know, you could be right back 2-2 in literally 10 minutes right here. Pick some tanks. Get in there. Don't get some tanks early here. But yeah, I66 look good. Last couple times we've seen them, I mean, they've looked good. They look sound. You know, they're not rushing anything. They're knowing where to go. They're knowing who to take out. Right?
Yeah, I'm going to look here at the standings.
Been looking good. Been looking real good.
For their bracket. They're in Group C. I66I is currently 2-1. And Siesta is 0-3. In Group C.
Having a problem here? They're not picking tanks.
Let me go look at the chat. Might just be trying to group it up, get it together. Yeah, they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
Real quick, chat.
Pull the good old group together.
Yeah.
Get that.
We know how those group talks go sometimes.
Oh, man.
Next week's going to be a little different for streaming comp. Obviously, next weekend is Easter weekend. I know the tournament coordinators are going to be doing. I think they're giving like everybody a week. They could choose to play if they want, or they can go in the future. So I don't know. We'll see how all that plays out.
I don't think too many people are going to be playing on Easter, man.
I don't need. I like Sunday's the default, and that's Easter, right? So I don't think there's going to be any games. I know even if there is, I'm not going to be streaming a game. Well, we'll be doing Easter stuff. But with that being said, if people choose to stream on maybe Friday, possibly even Saturday, I'll check with Tubbins. If our schedule allows it, we might pick up a Friday or a Saturday game. Otherwise, we'll just resume the next week with the matches. This week we wasn't able to do, but just one on EU, one on EA. Most teams went with default time, so everybody's kind of playing at the same time. So just the way the chickens line their eggs up there, we was only able to get one each.
That is not the same.
Well, something like that, I guess. Hey, Sully, how you doing, brother? All right, they are picking tanks, and we see a T-62A and a 121. I don't hate the 62A as much as I do the 121.
It's kind of just the kind of thing about like playing tanks that like that's a lot of different speeds.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but like you know, like you might not think 5 kilometers an hour, 7 kilometers an hour is a lot. It is. You know, you kind of want to be. You know, now if the slower tank is put behind those, but I66 not really have a lineup where they have loads of speed either. So maybe they'll be okay, but I don't know the 121 on this. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But either way, on the side of I66, VZ, a Type 5 Heavy, 2 Leopard 1s, 2 45Ts, and an E4. And on the side of CESTA, 3 Super Conks. They're believers in the Super Conk.
They are.
And IS7, 121, Leopard 1, and a T62A. Now, you know, I know we're a little critical about these tank picks, but you can go look at the M60 games and all these tanks we say maybe people shouldn't pick. They're not having good games.
Right.
You know, like
Siesta's going strong down the one line here.
Yeah, they're going. See, this is kind of the thing. Like, you're gonna come by like one by one. You know, at this point, you might as well just brought all T62As.
Yeah, I mean they got the Leopard stopping.
What are they gonna have on the back? Okay, Leopard 45T. Visa, yeah, like this is what I mean by I66. The one guy in the 45T over on the 5 line, he is lost. He is not in the right spot. I think he's trying to get out of there. If those super conks were chieftains, that guy would be dead right now.
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, he would be dead. But they're not, so. They should be able to spot him, no? I feel like they should see that.
I mean, he's behind a rock for them, I believe, isn't he? Let me look. I think he's behind a rock for him.
Yeah, I guess he is. Oh, the VZ's on the move.
Oh,
Get
they're
him.
moving down the 1-2.
Get him.
Oh, 1-2-1 down.
Oh, gotta go to the corner.
Yeah, you
guys.
can't stop
gotta
there.
Just eat it and go.
He ate it.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't stop in the corner of this little island here. I don't guess it's really an island. Some good trades from the middle back onto the Centauro. They were able to get him down to a kind of a 1.
This super conk sideways tracked and just getting absolutely smacked right out of the game. Well, he's lucky those 2 guys missed. He got tracked again. Oh,
Yeah.
that poor guy. Yeah, they're in a bad spot now. I like that they were able to move the VZ. I actually kind of like that they went. Titan's been hitting shots from the back today, too. I don't know if people have been noticing, but I'm pretty sure he smacked that guy with the E4. And I'll tell you from a guy who's played back there a lot, it is not the easiest shot across the map to hit.
Centaro's going to come around on the bottom.
Moving.
He's able to get 1. Leopard might. Okay, he got the second. Nice. I was going to say, Leopard might have got him. It's IS7s now.
Just in he's just in a really bad spot. The 45T actually needs to not go back to where Leopard is. He needs to just take the other angle, but good chop of the super conk into him. They're coming out sideways, guys. I would like to see these super conks, man, up here and start giving it to them. Stop shooting at the guys in the back. Start giving it to the guys that are right in front of you. Like, you know. Use the armor, use the DPM. Now's your chance before you get flanked. Just give it to him. There you go. This guy's got the memo.
You tried to hit him with heat, I believe.
Who? Yeah, he might have. I mean, I was never a big, I always felt like you should sling heat in Type 5 if your team is losing. Maybe to bring it back, but like if your team's winning, just give him the HE to the face.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he tried to hit him with a heater. Face of a super conk with a heater.
I66 Leopard again, Titan, like I said, that E4, that is a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Considering how that match played out in the spot that he was in, that's good damage. Centauro. I mean, everybody doing what they need to do. Type 5 Heavy was obviously there to try to prevent the other cap. So by the time he got there, the match was over. VZ 2 kills, you know. And then On Siesta the Leopard, who did get down there, he did what he could for a leopard, considering he had no armor and he was in people's faces.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
give
for
him credit
sure.
for even getting 17. You know, his counterparts there combined to one pin. So
Yeah, I
what he
mean,
could. Super Conks, I think. I hate to say it, I feel like when they went, maybe Super Conks need to be a little bit more aggressive there, but I just feel like I66 calling strategy, you know, from the outside looking in, just looks to be a little bit too much for these guys to handle at the moment.
for sure.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and for future reference, right? Any teams going back to look at this or watching currently, whatever. You know, when you make that push on the one line, your guys can't stop at H1, right? They got to push clear to K1. You got to take K1. If you stop at H1, you just get farm. You get farm from the middle. You get farm from, you know, K3 or K4, K5. It's just a bad position. It's a really bad position.
Yeah, unless there's nobody down there, obviously, right?
Yeah, right. That's true.
You know, yeah, because the thing is, like, you can't shoot the guy on H1 safely unless you're in K1,
Right.
right? Because then you don't have to poke the hill and get shot in the face by an E4. But once you decide, hey, I'm just going to go up there and kill this guy, you just eat it. I mean, you saw, right? But I-66, I mean, they knew when to move the VZ. They kept the VZ safe. They were ready for the shots. All the guns were there. And that's hard to beat, especially when you make them, you know? Like a lot of times when you see good teams play, obviously, you know, you have sometimes strats just beat other strats, but realistically, a lot of the times it comes down to those push moments, and it really is, does the team hit their shot when they have the opportunity to bleed you, right? And I-66 did. You know, if they don't shoot those guys and those guys get down there, it's probably a whole different ballgame.
True. Hey, Shadow, welcome in. How you doing, brother? Black Down, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
I want to say I-66 is always ready to go. They're quickest team we got out here with the tank picks.
They pick fast.
Well, happy birthday to this guy, huh?
Yeah, 2 days ago. Happy birthday. Happy late birthday, anyway.
He must have had a good birthday. He's still on it.
Yeah.
Must be younger. By the time you get old, birthdays don't matter. I think they're just to remind you you're going down the hill. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I think once you crack that 30 mark, man, birthdays are like, I mean, I'm not saying they're not happy, good, whatever, but yeah, you're getting older. Yeah. It's tough.
I mean, I think it's different for guys and girls, you know.
I don't know.
I don't know, man, but I don't get a lot. I feel like I'm losing out on the Christmas present, you know. What I give and what I get is putting me in a hole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure you know. You got kids.
I got kids, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of I don't know. When they're young, sure, maybe, right? But the older they're getting, the more, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, but they're not old, man. You know,
no, but
you never know.
Even throughout the younger years, right? Like when you're given gifts and money and all these different things, right? It's like joyful to do, right? Not saying it's not for like.
I'm not saying it's terrible, you know.
Well, I mean, it's different for like a family member.
Yeah. My family always ends up like making me host, right? And I think that's what twists my nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a host here, like you know, like Christmas comes, right? And like I'm hosting, I'm shelling out money, and then I'm cleaning all those people, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I've done the hosting thing.
Not to mention, we get every once in a while somebody sneaks away and blows up the upstairs bathroom on Tubbins, right? You know, not about that life. You know,
Yeah.
I find out later. You know.
Yeah.
The ass has been blown up.
I've done that hosting thing. That can get weird. Yeah, that can get weird. It's all good when you go to somebody's, or you know, like you pick a venue, you rent a spot or whatever. That's cool. But when it's at your own home, it gets different. It's different.
I'm also just grumpy. I was always a grumpy holiday person, though. You know, I don't know why.
I like it.
Never was my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. So we're just waiting on a couple more tanks out of Siesta, but currently we got a Super Conqueror, a Type 5, an I7, and 2 Centauros out of them. Looking a little more meta.
They're taking the time. I mean, I like, I like that they went for something round 3. I like that they didn't wait a long time. I like that they had an idea. I think those are all positives, right? I just think I66 is playing really well. You cannot take 8 tanks. There you go.
That guy was ready to battle in a Super Conk.
Good for him. Should have put him in there.
Put the guy in the game.
Put him in there.
I can't say his name correctly, but put him in there.
Put him in there. All right, here we go. On the side of CS, we got 3 Super Conks, Type 5 IS7, 2 45Ts, and on the side of I66, E5, IS4, 2 Bad Chats, 2 Leopards, and a Grill. Pretty light for I66 here, but I feel like they can make it work. I wonder if they're gonna, maybe they're gonna leave a guy at E1. They're gonna send 3 down the 1 line. What I would maybe guess coming off of this.
Looking likely.
Yeah, looking likely. Or maybe they're gonna put the Grill on the E1 spot. Send 4 down.
Siesta looks like their medium's got a kind of a bad spawn here. This is not going to work out well for them. They are going to cross this and wish they didn't.
Oh, good shot by the Type.
Yeah,
Good shots. Oh, one guy shot the ground.
One Centauro stopped. He was not wanting any of that business and let his friend go down, who is going to ultimately take a trip back to the lobby here in just a second.
Don't back up. Don't back up. Stay on the bat chat. Stay on the bat chat, man. Oh.
Yeah, he should have just put them all in the bat.
Yeah, I mean, you got to cover yourself from the other angle, too. The kind of thing is, this is why I66 kind of had it, is that if you read the lineup from Siesta, right, they can't defend it. Right? Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the 45T, if you run some gas, you run the equipment, maybe you get there. Right? But
I don't know about this Super Conk in the back here. The CZ guy, he's in an interesting spot. I don't know if he got stuck there. Centauro ate another one.
Yeah, blind too. I mean, his Type 5 heavy is just in Farmville. He's just gonna eat heaters. Well, he's gonna bounce these and then they're gonna reload heaters.
One guy
they're still getting him a little bit.
This Super Conk in the middle here, Cub, he's having a bad day. He backs up, gets shot, pulls forward, gets shot.
I mean, even in that match where he was pulling up and getting shot on Sand River, he was the only guy spotting the enemy team. So it's kind of like, on that thing, I don't fault him too much, because I have a feeling there's somebody in the party going, I can hit him, spot him, and he's probably like, they're gonna shot me, and they're probably like, don't worry about it.
He's literally stuck between a rock and a hard spot, right? If he pulls forward, he eats a grill, he backs up, he eats
no,
E5.
he's just dead there. He wasn't able to protect his side from the hill. Oh, that's a shot.
Yeah, right back into the bad chat.
But I mean, CS is kind of this other Super Conk. They're kind of just giving him
Got tracked.
tank.
Let's see if he did get repaired and backed up. Barely. I am surprised that this Super Conk back here is still alive. I guess the rock is bigger than I thought it was. I feel like the leopard on the hill has a... Yeah, okay, there it goes.
I mean, I don't think they were worried about him.
Yeah.
I'm actually amazed they were able to kill that bat chat over there. That's a huge misplay, getting blasted. That guy got blasted right out of the game by Type 5 at IS7.
Yeah, I mean, this one's pretty well over. I mean, Siesta just doesn't have the ability to even get a reset at this point. The 2 tanks that are close are 1 shot. Super Conk's trying to trade with the leopard on the hill. Type's all but dead.
I mean, they've been they've just been training,
Yeah.
and more, they're just in the way worse spot. Being shot on the side, being shot on top of
Right.
the head. It's just how it goes.
Bad Chat's moved up into the corner here. Let's see if he gets some shot on the super conk. Why does it always go to the wrong player? I just completely messed up that POV. All right, and that's going to give that round to I66, who's going to take mines and bring it to 4-0. Why
Bad
is
Chat had
my...
a huge game in that corner.
Check out the
2
alien
kills.
sitting on the lawn chair, sipping his little drink.
Yeah, that's been there.
And he made it disappear, and it come back. This is new to me. I didn't notice this.
Yeah, I noticed it. We started doing it.
This is pretty cool.
He has a name. That alien's got a name, doesn't he? Bob or something?
Whatever it is, it's cool.
But
I like
I66, the mediums that got down there, they're just good damage. Same kind of ordeal again. CS, they're just not being able to get, 3 or 4 tanks to play. They're just in bad spots getting picked off, unfortunately.
Right. Hey, Fisher, welcome in. How you doing, bro? Hey, Captain Cool, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it, man. Welcome, welcome. All right, and we're going to move on to Arctic. I love this map, man. I like watching it.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be, I'll say that. The pushes on the south and the pushes on the north and the pushes into, the little ravine there, it can be exciting. Don't like to camp inside of Arctic, though, much. I always felt like playing Arctic, it was blind fires the whole time. And we just blind fire for 7 minutes, when we used to play. So I kind of felt it was like, unless we just full sent it, on attack. But
Yeah.
interesting things to do. I used to like when people used to play defense and just go down the south, go right into the north. They're sticking with these supercocks. VZs, I66 bringing VZs, it makes me believe with the I66 lineup is that they're going to be going somewhere and then looking to bleed right off the rip here.
Yeah, they're going fast. VZ, I7, Leopard, Batchat. Yeah, they definitely got some speed. Yeah, I mean, it's a full speed lineup.
Yeah, let's see what they do. Looks like they're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Siesta, let's get one here. Alright, so on the side of us, yes, we got 2 Superconks, E5, 2 I7s, 2 Leopards, and on the side of I66, 2 VZs, 2 I7s, Batchat, 2 Leopards. See if I66 tries to do something. I feel like they want to go for bleed, but they also don't have a light tank. So, are they trying to play B?
Yeah, I mean, I don't,
You gotta be trying to play B, I guess?
You kind of, I don't want to say you have to, because I've seen teams push A, right, and just full send pass, but it looks like B's the play.
You can do A if you put a heavy tank like in front, but you're kind of sacrificing a tank to do if you don't have a light tank, right? Let's see, can they spot them here, though?
Looks like VZ stopped on top, trying to get a Oh, they were trying to spot the cross there. Okay, I got you.
This super conqueror, this guy's gonna end up in no man's land. This guy's. I feel like he's driving into no man's land.
Well, even the I7, he's just kind of full sending it. I don't know. This guy's just.
You gotta. Oh no. BZs are coming in. They're getting. CS is doing okay. He got a little bit of bleed on his VZ's crossing. I mean, I hate to say it, I feel like one of those guys should be dead. Here come the IS-7. The problem is you just needed somebody in the bowl. Like you're asking this IS-7 to do the impossible. You're asking him to out-trade people when he can't use his armor. You know, like, oh, don't do it, Superconk. Just play your spot. The problem is now the Superconk's got to fight two angles. Like, this is the whole thing. You know, you cannot keep fighting different angles. It just does not work.
He's trying to stay in it, man.
Well, it wouldn't, like, actually, like, in the spot they're in right now, I would love to see Martin just pull up these two Superconks share health at eating it from the Leopards and try to just get these guys off a cap and make these VZs play so your team can farm. Not go sideways to them and get clipped in the ammo rack.
They were able to get mad out. Oh, they got the bat on the back. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I didn't even see that guy go up there.
I wasn't watching the mini-map, but as soon as I saw the shot come in, I realized.
I really just assumed they would have somebody up there, I guess. Kind of the same thing they kind of did on Sand River. You can't just leave flanks open. You need a warning at least to know, to let your team know you're not going to be safe, or you need a guy there, you know, that could say, well, if you're going to come kill me, I'm going to kill you, you know? That was kind of the thing that really changed the game for me when I came back to Coling, is that, like, if you were going to push, like, two chieftains, you know, like Super Conkers, yeah, they're going to give it to you, right? But, like, if you went in for a chieftain and he hit, like, you know, his food,
yeah,
they crank you, man. They just crank you. Like you eat two shots before you even get to the guy, and then the guy's got what? 2,300 health? It's a lot of health. Yeah, it's a lot. And he's still shooting every 4.5 seconds.
We got a Leopard on Bat Chat battle back here.
Yeah, this Leopard should be able to get him. This Leopard should get him.
Let's see if I can get this view.
It's gonna be hard to kill him if you keep running away from him, though. But I guess he doesn't want to get shot by the other Leopards coming in. But I don't know if he knew that. Or he just said, I'll keep my tank, let him cat the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, not having a guy in that corner really kind of ruined the game. I like that they were able to bleed the VZs, but they just needed a guy to hold that corner. If those mediums from I66 don't get in that corner, maybe they have a chance and they guard the top, right? So little changes could, you know, do a lot for them. But again, Titan, he's been cranking all day. First game went out of TD and he's still doing TD damage, so almost 2 kills, 39, and the Bat Chat with him, 2 kills, 35. This guy's in the corner.
Yeah.
VZs, even though they took damage getting there, they made those Super Conks pay when they came out sideways.
Yeah, and over on CESTA side, I'm not real sure if their plan originally was for the I7 to take that forward rock, or if he just kind of flipped out, reacted right to the tanks being in front of him. But that forward rock is just as you can see why, it's a death zone if they take that corner. I mean, I guess maybe it's okay if you can get there, you know, before the other team has a chance to cross down onto that ice. But yeah, Titan is having a good day over there. I don't know this, but I'm thinking he's their caller.
I don't know.
Almost forgot to update the score. So let's see. We've got one more week until the tournament starts, or the bracket. You know, the bracketed tournament. So, well, I guess technically 2, because next week's going to be a weird one because of Easter. So we got round 5 to go after today. And then we'll be moving on into the bracket, which will be pretty dope. I66 again with all tanks ready to go. They are quick on these tank picks.
I wonder if they're gonna try to put that 279E on Cat A and have him look into the little divot there.
I've actually seen that before, and it surprisingly worked well. Yeah, it worked well.
You won't be able to pin him. You would have to overpeak the top, pin him. Well, obviously get behind.
Can't remember what team I seen do that though. But yeah, they put a 279E there, and it worked really well. All right, they're coming hot and heavy over on Siesta.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good play. I really just think they need a big gun in the back. Put a big gun behind all these IS7s. I'm hoping they go for it, and I'm hoping they get it too.
Yeah.
They start with only six guys. No, they got it in. Okay. So on the side of I66, you got a 277. Interesting to say. 279E, Leopard 1, 45T, 3 of them, and a grill. And on the side of Siesta, we got 6 IS7s and 1 Leopard 1. I would like to see maybe a grill instead of the Leopard or something. You know, maybe something to hit you a little bit harder. But I like it.
Let's see how 66 reacts to this lineup. I mean, looks like they're gonna try to take this side of the map here as best they can.
Yeah. Some reason in my head thought I66 was attacking again. I have no idea what they're gonna do with this 279E now. Oh, maybe they're gonna put it in the pub spot. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. If he can get that, can he get there? Oh, he's going.
Oh, he's gonna get there for sure. I mean,
oh, they already spot. See, oh, and they're already being shot. Well, there ain't no brakes now. Get this train moving, boys.
oh, it's a moving. Good shot back into the Centauro on the hill.
Where's this Captain Cool just going for a stroll? The Leopard, middle of the map. That's not where you want to be when you're spotted, man. Like, that's dead center. You gotta shield who's ever got the cap points, boys. It's your only play. Shield them. Shield them.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of shielding them. These guys are gonna have to get around the back. This IS7 is just like, he's try to like, he's got to try to do something, somehow slow him down. He's not gonna be able to without being in their way, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna drive right by.
Titan got one of them. Yeah, I mean, Titan, I think he could be 6 for 6 today and just being in the ideal farm position. You know, so maybe he is the caller and he's just boosting himself. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But he is absolutely farming all day long.
I think this guy was trying to get out. I'm not really sure. Looks like Cub's gonna come in here. Tries to get the ram, but gets dodged. 66 is going to take that one pretty quickly, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was all or nothing play. They kind of almost had the cap, but unfortunately, it's not able to shield the guy, and you're just not going to be able to really do damage there unless the guy makes a mistake peeking, right? And
Yeah.
you kind of should have learned from last game, like how much that corner is going to kill you, right? They kind of just let the same corner kill him again, you know. I actually thought Titan did more damage, but 279E was just pumping there. The girl was pumping. Everybody's pumping. They went even 277. I didn't even see him. Apparently, he got some shots in. The Leopard 4 kills. So pretty good. Siesta. 6 guys not break 1,000 this time. Unfortunately, it's not really on them. I don't think the strat was allowed. I will say I think the position of the Leopard was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know how to sugarcoat that one. That was just terrible. But,
yeah, he should have never been out in the middle of no man's land out there.
I mean, if you're expecting them to come right away, maybe.
Which they might have, yeah.
Not really where you want to be. You could have just been on the hill, on that back hill. But either way, I see Sig looking good, kind of just rolling along through this tournament. I feel like every time I see them, they look better and better.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, next time we pick up CS, we get see some improvement out of them.
Yep, for sure. Well, chat, that's going to end it for us today on EU. Don't forget, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time on NA, we've got Decoy versus Sham, I believe is what they're called. So yeah, that'll be 8 p.m. Eastern. Should be a pretty good game, I think. I don't really know that I've ever seen the other team play. And we haven't seen Decoy play in a long time. So either way, it'd be a fun little match to watch. So,
yeah, should be a good match, man.
Yeah, thanks for all the follows today. There was quite a few, I think 6 or 7 of them, and a sub. Hey, really appreciate that
Much
as well.
Much appreciated.
Yep. And we will catch you guys tonight. So thank you.
Hey, Noodle, let me take him out. Like a ticking time bomb, we about to blow. And I wipe out the ops like an obstacle. Line them all up like dominoes. Then we watch them all fall like Geronimo. Brain like tanks cause we on a roll. And we got more rounds in a pot of gold. Catch more shells than Galapagos. No safe landings in a war zone. That's real. Got sauce, no tartar. And I drop bars, that's fact. You got a clan behind them, they diabolic. They always got his back. They'll drop a hater cause clutch kings don't tolerate disrespect. I'm too official like a ref whistle. Move out, get hit with the tech. My brother Noodle, he number one. He taking over, he blasting off. Y'all clowns ain't going up. Y'all stagnant. Y'all vision flawed. I flip the bird like Tony Hawk. We serving shots and it's on the rock. Noodle stream really 1-1. If you hatin', use a hoe. Like a ticking time bomb, we about to blow. And I wipe out the ops like an obstacle. Line them all up like dominoes. Then we watch them all fall like Geronimo. Brain like tanks cause we on a roll. And we got more rounds in a pot of gold. Catch more shells than Galapagos. No safe landings in a war zone. That's real. But please don't make me go and grab that still. Banana clips all on me, but your cap is getting peeled. All your homies phony, they be capping, they ain't real. Yeah, they ain't real.